Well, I had to pick the good song today. Hmm. So the print that we're staring at right now only has another half an hour to go. So I'm gonna switch over the VTuber model once it's done. Hmm. Let me get that up real quick. So I'm testing with the new flexible material. I printed the phone case for my phone finally yesterday. And so far it works good enough. So when that's done, I'll change over to the model. But for now, I want it on that printer. Because I really want to keep an eye on it at the same time. Because it's very sketchy. However, we're still going to have the small model there. Because we can. We need gremlin. I made it translucent, but I can't tell if it is. That will let you know if it start catching on fire. Uh, that wasn't right. Camera. Becoming translucent? It doesn't look like it. I guess it's real dark. Uh, Game volume was pretty low. Let's put it there. All right. So I've noticed something weird with the auto splitter, and that is everything's actually been working fine, but it's actually an auto splitter problem that has been happening, of all things. where I would go to the Farmer Rays Echo and then die, and then when I actually went to go get the Farmer Rays Echo, it would continue to do all the splits on the way to getting the Echo, even though it's not supposed to split on return rooms. I think it's because of the purposeful death. It just doesn't count that we've been there. So I added splits for that, and we'll see how it goes from there. Right. Interesting. And he still let it go. I pressed it so early so it wouldn't do that, and yet it still did. Now we're down a bat fly that I want, but we're good enough. It's a rock, not bat fly. Good enough, I suppose. Oh yeah, one other thing that's very interesting. So if you notice, the 3D printer is actually in a box. That's why it's a white ground to it. That's the thing. Been making for a while. And right now, this is the first use of an actual exhaust system to take out the air inside of the box directly to outside. So now there's a tube system with a properly powered fan. Goes right to a window. That is a piece of insulation with a hole cut in it, but the tube is going. Comparative to the cheap little computer fan I was using before, the cold air is no longer coming inside of the box. In the hot air out. So we'll have to see how well it works. I should try to fast forward climb that. That is unfortunate that's stuck in the wall. Really want to grab one of them. Okay. That it really mattered that much, to be honest. That's not a good situation. What we call a bad situation. Never really had to kill them before. That one's not dead, but he might as well be. Fortunately, the green went there. And now neither of you get it. Okay. They've now murdered 3 of them. Accidentally stole the flower from him, and I don't know if he cares. It's super weird. I'm just confused at what's going on at this point. What am I witnessing? All of the scavengers were not strong. That one was just kind of dancing about. No one cared that I took the pearl. Ooh. It should not boost upwards. That was not the time to throw that. We need to go to Survivor here. That's 3. This is 4. This will be fine. How do I do this myself? I'm not really remembering what's a good time for here. I suppose we're doing okay. We might wanna... I think we're at a split. Oh, hello. Lowest of rooms. And everyone from over there. Really just starting. 1302 for Monk now. Oh my. Just had to eat a little less, and that's what did it. Alone, Shiro. Okay. But yes, I have the 3D printer running. We're printing a Lucario with the flexible material. We're gonna see how it's gonna go. It'll be finishing pretty quickly. Thanks for the follow, the French Fox. Hello. We also do speedruns here. So I'll change over the proper VTuber model after it finishes. Because if you notice, it's actually running in the bottom corner. Ooh. This toll was very strange on the way there. Thank you for the luck, Shiro. Like they didn't pick up one of my spears. Yeah, it's fine. Most of the scabs died to the greens last time. Trying to get back up. Worked out. I don't know if those purples even exist anymore. What was he trying to... Oh. Both of the purples I killed. Actually, one of them was injured and I just left him go. One of them fell down here. Might show up right here, one of the other ones. Get back. There he is. Very red. Probably is not going to make it to me. Ooh, never mind. Throw the thing. Okay. I had both a rock and a spear and it didn't work. So now this is over with. It didn't split correctly. Alright. So that means I can remove this. Leave multiple behind? I couldn't actually tell. We went through. Stop telling me that. Hmm. Check that. Give me a second. So the auto splitter doesn't make sense, and it's splitting when it's not supposed to. And I'm trying to compensate for it, but I think it reverted back to working the way it's supposed to, which doubly doesn't make sense. Need to check that real quick. Didn't split at all for these other rooms. Which really doesn't make sense. I should have just pressed throw and not try to grab the spear. That was kind of the main problem there. I'm entering new rooms and it's not splitting. What rooms are those? Real quick. Shirts. A32. Did not split. Yeah, I haven't updated that. I'm printing a Lucario model that I normally print. I already printed that twice. It still runs. We're printing the Lucario model with the flexible material. Yeah. A32. A32 doesn't have a split on. Weird. The 3 print, yeah. Back. SU. A32. A31. B09. B10. A10. B01. SO3. 30. B01. 14. Gotta make sure the gate is there. Yes. So far what we've noticed is that the like go to the if if I go to an area and die, and then go through those areas again, it will count them and split again, which I'm sure you can understand is a major problem. So I'm thinking the only way to make the auto splitter work in its current state is to just never die at all. At least as well as I want it to work. Otherwise, we could make it split only on shelters, I suppose. I don't know. It didn't work out well at all this room. Everything's just wrong. Didn't stand up fast enough. Oh my god. Oh, my best time to it. It was worse than last time. Kind of sounded like the printer ended. Yep. It was weird. I didn't climb correctly. Oh. Giant noises. Hello, meow stick, as I died to the lizard somehow. Oh. I don't think that noise has ever been played, at least on my stream. Thank you for the $10 in bits. I haven't really had bits at all, honestly. I'm going to make sure the print is going okay, but thank you for this. Did that play the wrong thing, by the way? It should have still been the... Alright, I'm gonna let it cool. We're gonna change to the VTuber model instead of staring at the... Yes, hello, meow. I don't think you really said anything in here before as well. This and I could say that every time. See if I can reset this real quick. Give me a second. There we go. I'm gonna set up a channel points reward. The change between the models in the future. Are you saying I need some new material? Yes. All right. Cool. Cool. Walking around. This was good to see the model worked well with that. I will be right back. Eyes with bathroom. Okay. Hello. Let's play the video game now. Yeah, let the print cool. It's pretty flexible. Which I hope it'll stay well with the print that I did. Just it might be strange to take off the supports on it. I'm gonna change from 3D printing to go. Hello, Fist. Hello. Good morning, I believe, for you. I'm gonna keep trying for fastball climb, just one-off bits every once in a while, just to get used to it, regardless if it doesn't work out well. Ooh. Hello, small. Hello. Yes. Spam the button too much. Probably could have gotten the bat fly if I really wanted to. Purple. Got a couple of good EI hops still in this run today. That's good. That's probably why you got the close to 13 again. I think jump button we're got so far. What did you change it to? To your mouse is what it sounded like, but I'm not sure. I feel like it would be better if you did move things to your mouse. Although maybe that still doesn't make sense. You were using default controls or something, right? Oh yeah, my second printer is also printing something behind me. The Black Knight from Dark Souls with the two-handed greatsword. The index finger over. Yeah, that makes more sense. We just used home row for all the commands where your left hand is all the directionals on AWDF. That'd be interesting. Did you throw to R1? Yeah, that makes sense. I've thought about stuff like changing jump and throw or stuff with the triggers. It seems like it would be a good idea. Use the arrows. Interesting. Yeah, that is a good thing to ask. So I don't know how much you were thinking about potentially speedrunning this game, Michiro, yourself. Oh, didn't grab him. That's fine. Can't remember what it is on PS4. I'm pretty sure you can't do it on PS4. Now that I'm remembering. If you can, I don't remember. I probably should have just went. The very first you can't. No, that's not what we mean at all. On PC, you can press S and hold it, so it never loads the cutscene to begin with. For you, it'll always take 12 seconds for you to actually be able to start playing the game. For us, we will start playing the game at 3 seconds. That makes sense? Get both these spears. I want to keep one of them. He seemed pretty aggressive. In fact, he even walked towards me. Maybe I should just keep playing those runs. That's fine. As you can see, we started basically on the 3-second mark. And then you start being able to actually see what you can do a bit after. You're still in control for a while. You will actually be able to see yourself probably pretty early, comparative to us. Here. Yeah, I've bound the S key to my left trigger, which is why you'll see me press the left trigger at the beginning of all runs, even though it doesn't work for Hunter. Still takes a really long time to load in as Hunter. That's mostly because you have to walk around. Okay. I probably don't ever actually need to get 2 bat flies, but it is nice. I'm starting to pay attention to the distances you can boost in the pipes while still being able to boost out of them the next room. So there's certain things you can do to make sure that still happens. I wouldn't worry about it too much. Really? As we all know the amount of time you're going to be behind because you're going to be submitting under PlayStation. Learned some of the base moves in the sandbox today. It did seem like you needed to work on slides and stuff. I don't remember what exactly you've done, though. You can get slides down and understand how to do rolls and jumping out of them. That's a very big part of it. And it'll matter quite a lot. Yeah. So with this game, as you'll also notice, is that sometimes you do want to delay certain actions or do them at certain specific timings. So everything off of muscle memory may not always work. You need to understand what's actually going on with your states. Standing with jumps. Yep. The basic rule of rolls and chaining them is that you want to roll a little bit and then go down at least 1 unit. And you'll always... That could have been bad. You'll always make it and be able to do another roll. The longer you roll, the higher the angle when you jump out. With the highest angle allowing you to be able to roll on flat ground, which is basically the last frame. It's a little bit easier on Hunter, and if you're already starting to chain them on a flat ground, it'll be easier as well. But rolling constantly on flat ground isn't exactly the fastest movement. Jumping too quick seems situational. That's what I'm doing. This guy hates me. Yeah, they both went perfect. And now they won't be murdered. I can kill them later. Should've just did normal movement with that guy. I keep forgetting about bringing a popper with me. That's a little unfortunate. I'm in the wall. Help. There we go. Did not notice that? It didn't notice the other one either. Landed right on that slope. I need to think about that one. Alright, see you in a bit. Sure. We're ahead of schedule by a little bit. We didn't get messed up by creatures. We don't have a spear though, which might mess up our food later. Why am I watching that? Didn't have any throwables that whole time. A little disappointing. We wanted to be more to the right, but that still worked out. Remembering to starve immediately. This will be 3. Will be 4. Five, and we're good. Now we can play the video game. Didn't pick up that rock. Welcome back to Churro. Wow. That is unfortunate. I thought for sure that would always hit the pipe and be fine. From distance, but yeah. Probably should have jumped, but it normally messes up. Oh, he did pick it up. It kind of didn't seem like he did. Okay, we got 4 exactly, which is perfect. They didn't pick up one of them. And I don't know which one. Still have a threat theme with them, it seems like. Plus there's a green here. Ooh. Great time to have no spears. There's one there. Rest my eyes a bit, but I'll be lurking. Alright. Bye for now, then. It went lower. Picked up the rock, but not the spear. Never really had them be so in the way like that. He didn't notice us, really. You have to eat any neuron. If you eat any neuron, you will start to glow. This is why we eat pebbles. Alright. Goodbye, Fist. Thank you for stopping by. Ooh, just barely got it. I keep forgetting about it until I'm in the middle of the roll. It's called Enliven. Yes. You must be glowing for 100%. And so when we have to bring a neuron to Moon is one of the other things, because why not? And so we eat one while we're at Pebbles as well. Although we can also eat one of Moon's. The requirement is to at least to give her one. It doesn't matter if you also eat one. Too far. I'd like a green kill, and down there's a lot of spears, but I'm not going to be able to handle 2 of them. Didn't want to roll out of that one. Also, I'm thinking the splitter will mess up here. No, no. Oh, no. I had the stupid bat fly in my hand. I wonder if that's going to fail Monk, too. It's probably gonna fail monk. We're just gonna use a passage, even though it might mess stuff up. I don't think we have chieftain, it looks like. Yeah, why not? This might actually be the better idea. I'm not sure. Is it just passage? The problem isn't so much that I had to use the passage, it's more that it was a bat fly. Okay, that was actually close. Like, I was still slowed from the slope. We actually would have been right on the splits, it seems like. If we didn't have to do that. I question if it's possible going left or right. Good luck, gamer. Thank you for the good luck bullets. I should just throw stuff there. I'm so used to doing the backflip though. If we don't have chieftain, when are we going to use the passage then? Maybe I just wall jump here. I think it's still just as fast, the fastball climb, except I'm not going to mess it up. Oh, that was miserable. I went here again. I'm not supposed to be here. I am not thinking about that anymore. Interesting. Oh, I almost still got it. We need the turn. There we go. How many bat flies? So, in the future, I need to be thinking about accidentally having a bat fly in my hand. Drainage. That is what we have learned. So quiet here. So easy not to notice that you're holding a bat fly. I kind of knew I had a bat fly in my hand. I didn't think it mattered. It was not something I was thinking about. Alright. What passage could we possibly get? Use that much monk at least? I mean... I'm not sure if we're gonna get monk when we get up there. We're gonna have to karma cache a little bit. I'm Probably gonna have to do it off of the neuron. Or we just have extra food anyway. I guess we can just not eat the neuron. Get friend. If there was an egg bug, we could tame that blue right now. And that would actually work. Do you not have chieftain? I do not have chieftain because I didn't pick up one of my sticks. I think we're down 10 exactly. I didn't give them that much the first time, and then I needed it to fully work, and then they didn't pick up one of the sticks I had on the second time, and I wasn't sure which one it was, and I wasn't gonna pick wrong. We might have scabs, but what are we going to give them? I could give them the pearl in my stomach, but that doesn't really solve the problem. Because then we have to go for the backup pearl later. For Scholar. I'd rather just karma cash once for Monk. Just give him that. Ooh. We need a lot more than just one stick. Hello there? Might have not noticed that was from me. I think he picked up the spear, then immediately dropped it. Is what actually happened. Very red purples today. Oh. Oh yeah. Oh. Just slipped right off the bottom. But this white isn't a problem. I almost had it. We're gonna die to the purple. Oh, and oh, no. It's an infinite pull. Please, no. Far down are we? I don't want to press down too much more because we might die. What? Yeah, all right. No. Oh my goodness. I don't think there was much we could have done there. Oh, I hate it when they face away from you, but are still directly in the way. It shouldn't matter too much, but we're probably gonna have to karma cash again for Monk. Oh. Oh my goodness. That was hilarious. I did not know that pole was infinite. Oh, I thought we climbed already. I find it funny that they actually can't see me down there. Or they're just afraid of the death plane or something. Oh. That was awesome. That's an interesting spot to juke them if you're in a problem. Because now you can just always fall down there and you're fine. Because it's an infinite pole. There's no spears here. There's one there. We have to eat the popcorn. Is one of the problems. I need to think about trying to take a spear into the shelter with me. Okay. I didn't grab the pole, neither did I make it, and both of them probably should have worked. What are you doing? I probably should have just stabbed him. There's not really a good place to slide. That's a blue. I was still facing the wrong way. I went so far to the left that it didn't allow me to turn around because my face was in the one wide. Oh, I had to be going that way. Bad position to do that. Oh. I was really I don't know what a good angle is to throw from the other side to get it popping. There was the time a while ago where I was playing Hunter and the spear went directly through the popcorn. And I threw it too far away. I question if Survivor can do that too. Hmm. He knows. I think he's directly in my way. Oh, okay. Grab this though. Everybody's here today. You scared of the pole plant? And they're all some degree scared of the pole plant, so we're fine. Doesn't mean they're going to leave, though. I was really hoping he wouldn't see us cross when he was looking down. But they kind of move crazy when they want something, but they're also scared of something. He has no reason to leave the room, but no reason to get closer. Okay. Alright. I might reset the run if we fail one more time. Did a little early. I mean, I'm delaying for one reason or another earlier on. And that gives them the ability to do really weird things. It's really bad to meet them in that hub room, though. I'm getting better at doing some of these pole climbs. Can it wind chimes again? No. Voltorb. Oh, I thought you could just walk into it. Maybe Hunter can. We're no longer gonna get... Oh, that was interesting. From the scavengers. Please come over here. Weird. Think about that one for later. Weird that it climbed then, but not earlier. Not using the cloud jump there. Cloud jump where? Hello. In that exact spot. In the bottom middle of the room, you can do that. I wasn't sure if that was possible. I asked about that and nobody said they had an answer earlier. Outside of the crazy stuff that I really don't want to do. If the two room pop, yeah. Did you leave the room? That kind of seemed like it was a different one. Where did they go? And they're gone. Crowd jump from the right side. Okay. You can't do it from underneath. There's the vulture. We can't see the echo. Do we just have to go to the wall? Although we could karma cache here for the echo. Why is it making us watch it? It went up a little bit because we crossed two of them, I guess. I'll show you. I get what I already know what you're doing, and I'm not. I definitely understand that that would work. I just wasn't sure if you could do it from underneath. Oh no. Karma cache with a dream. I really want to reset, but I really don't at the same time. Alright, I'm gonna reset. I've decided. Because I'm not gonna do another run unless I reset now. Also, yes, Talon. You joined the Discord. And then left it, and then joined it again. There was something that was wrong with the splits, and I don't remember what it was. I think it was actually fine. It might not be fine, but I don't remember. We never actually quit out normally when we got here. I don't know if this split actually matters. But for the shelter in drainage, because we quit out immediately. The only real problem was that I had to passage out of drainage, and so the splits were messed up anyway. Which is why I should probably just do splits for shelters only. As much as I don't want to do that. Okay, didn't get either of those. That was perfect though. Beer here. Yakuza 4. I think I watched Yakuza 0 a bit. It seems pretty nice. Apparently all the Yakuza games are like that. They all seem pretty good. For being also fairly serious games at the same time. What is going on over there? An Aurora Borealis. Concentrated entirely inside this pipe. Come on. Funny as a main thing. Some of the main mission stuff is super serious though. Like if you only did the main missions, it's pretty serious, I would say. F-Zero GX. This is how you know it's a good game. All of the Yakuza series, or just like one of them? Game about gangsters, after all. When do we get another F-Zero game where we play like Star Fox Adventures weird stuff that isn't remotely like to how the game normally is? Oh, serious. I started playing Star Fox Adventures. I then stopped because I didn't know what I was supposed to do at one point. Hello, Top Hat. When we get another F-Zero game period, yeah. I never actually played an F-Zero game. I just played the demo that was on Brawl, but I know they're all pretty good from everything that I've seen. And it seemed like they could have done stuff with a lot of the characters to make it a bit more interesting otherwise. Because it sounded like it's only racing for all the games, right? But Captain Falcon's also a bounty hunter or something? But you don't really see that? Or maybe I'm just not understanding something. Where'd the green go? You know, normally the only weird thing that happens here is that there's 2 green lizards. The fact that there's none is also just as concerning. GX is a masterpiece. Okay. Ah! 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 Oh, goodness! Basically, only racing has a story mode that is really absurd. In a good way. In the best way. Perfect. I need to play GX then, it sounds like. Watch cutscene on YouTube or something. I don't know how you'd be able to play those games these days. I know people keep saying emulator, but I always question how much of a good idea that is. Oh, he's sliding that way. I'll wait for the bite. And we in a physical copy. Interesting. That's unfortunate. Still got a spear in him, I think. I don't know what's going on there. He's almost dead. I want the murder. Oh. Oh. There's still a murder afoot. Is anyone gonna do something? $40. That seems like a lot. I don't know if they picked up the flower. Well, now they did. Definitely didn't pick up the firecrackers, though. Oh, they don't care. We're at full rep, then. I wonder how much killing that lizard actually meant to them. It's always questionable. $40 does seem like a decent amount, though. I don't know if I would care about paying that much. There's still a lot of other games I want to play these days. I don't know if I want to play Death's Door on stream anymore. I just play it off screen. I bought Spelunky 2 as well. I have no idea what's happening in that game. And I do, but I know you keep going farther and farther and it gets more and more ridiculous. Sir Valadine's been recently playing it and he's been going crazy with it. That's weird. Oh, that's why there's only one. If they're both blocking the way if I fell. Pick that up. Voltorb. Rainbow. Can you get a rainbow when the echo's there? I've never thought about that. It's actually a serious question now. Because there's rainbow and echo there. Makes me question, can you get rainbow and echo at the same time? Why does the popcorn sometimes scare Slugcat for some reason? Or you must be doing pretty okay if we're only at the 9-minute mark. We left the gate before 7. Pretty good. Getting to the gate at 7-minute mark is generally pretty normal. Oh yeah, I don't remember if you were there when I said it, Ice Toblerones, or not. But you know that my printer is in a box, right? That we created. That box now has a functioning tube with a fan in it that connects to outside. So it is now regulated territory. Very amazing. There wasn't a single throwable. Okay, there was one at the end. One of the triggers didn't go. Unless it goes right now. Nope. Try to force it to go. Yeah, it still went. Okay. We're gonna have to remove one of the LF sprint. Oh wait, no, we don't actually. Because it split when we entered the gate for some reason. Why? Auto splitter, you make no sense. It shouldn't have split there. It's like it resets all the farm arrays incorrectly. That was pretty good. Got it. Whoa, you picked it up, dude. I saw you pick it up. You lied. I could have just went if I really wanted to, but we can't be bad and unrep. How do you just not know that I gave that to you? How do you just not know? I don't think I've noticed them mess up like that. I threw them directly into the crowd of 3 and he picked it up. I think we need to throw it left. Throwing it right's a bad idea. Because maybe they still can't see when they're on that small bit of rubble. for some reason. Any small elevation they're around can kind of mess up them seeing, specifically for this location. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. I was like, maybe I should not throw it to the left, because they're not there. One more. Bet no one saw that one. We were perfect rep before, so I'm just gonna go. No, they didn't pick up the last one. A per pal. That was dumb that I did that. Woo! Throw it, please. Yeah. Oh, that's bad. Doesn't matter. We want the green kill. We don't care about anything else. Unfortunately, the stick is in his face, which is not what we want. You saw me, dude. He should still be in his slide mode, actually. See if we can push him in. Nope. I really wish you could pick stuff up during a slide, but you're technically holding down. Oh, streamer watcher. Block that up real bad. Are you aiming for now? We're doing 100%. So we're going, you see the title. Going for under 140 in 100%. Probably could have jumped him early. I really didn't want to try. It was an awkward distance. But right now, we just need to get the Wanderer in drainage. And we should get Chieftain right now. We did, and we got the green kill, which is real good to get that early, because it can be annoying later. Same with the purple. Remember to keep an empty hand for the berry. Okay. And at awkward distance. It was okay. Messed up with the eye. We're ahead 2 rooms. Without it's dangerous. Just when it comes to greens, you generally want to try to stab them twice before you actually go in on them. Is how I like to put it. Or if you can have 2 spears and be behind them without them knowing you are there. Which generally is only applicable. That's 50-50 kill shot ain't fun. Yeah. The moment you hit a green lizard once, they become very dangerous comparative to their normal state. Okay. Salamander decided to be way off to the right that time. Kinda rare. Yeah, them just having so much health and them being super aggro the moment you hurt them is a lot. Rocks fix that crazy state though? In what way do you mean? You need to... If you have a rock and a stick, it can still go wrong. Regardless of what angle you come at them. You probably can be fine if the rock doesn't fly away. If they don't know you're there. But I wouldn't bet on it. Because if you can't do enough damage to make it into the... It randomly gets stunned state, it can just turn around and kill you immediately. Oh, he just disappeared. Does fly away, you can run. Yeah. You're still only gonna get the one spear in. Which is what I say. You should get 2 spears in him. And then you go in. And then you'll always be fine. Maybe I should try to keep that spear for the later parts. In the future. We're behind another... Behind another room. Not sure which one didn't work in that situation. Let's just not even try it from the other side. Try it from this side, mess that up. Yeah, I guess we're going to the right now. Oh, I was hoping it would grab it. I'm being a bit too vicious. Fortunate failed back throw. You can't slide spear them. You're not always going to be able to slide spear them. Because the terrain usually isn't favorable around them. Okay, if I'd known he was going to do that, I would have just stayed up there. Crouch spear. I generally don't try for crouch spear. If you're good at doing it, then you can just do that, of course. But it's easy to mess it up, and then you don't have a spear anymore, which will often just make you unable to kill the green outright if you suddenly don't have a spear. But if you can do it consistently, then that's all that really matters. Because if you can kill reds just with crouch spears, just constantly doing it over and over again. Is it actually making us watch it? But garbage time. I think I forgot to go to garbage wastes last time. Greens don't open their mouth quite as readily. Wouldn't it still work, though? They also have their mouth very open. Ow. Forget if I got Chieftain or not. I'll do it. There's the small chance where it just doesn't work. That's not too bad. We're losing Monk, though. We still can afford a death. I just went... Okay. I didn't expect it to mess up, despite the fact we already made the jump. How does throwing objects in tunnels give speed? So naturally, it always gives speed because in all situations, it gives you momentum in direction. Because the devs thought it would be good to make it so it gives you some motion forward when you're throwing on the, like throwing at all. So it looks more realistic in a way. So now you just are pulled forward all the time. I'd like that spear back. Thank you. Why? Oh. Like right now, it's not worth my time to fight the vulture. One, because there's two of them. Two, because it's very easy to hit them once and then be unable to grab the spear from them the second time. That's not a thing. Oh. I think we're gonna be behind on Monk. It doesn't really matter. I mean, you're only gonna fight things in certain locations. If something happens where a certain creature's in a certain location, you just don't. Just don't do it. In generally every location, in every room, there's a spot where you can fight something cleanly. That doesn't mean you can slide spear, generally, because that's not very common, actually. Surprised Monk went up. Up. Also, yeah, back to what Meowstick said. Just try jumping and like holding a direction and then throwing. You also get momentum that way as well. And if you jump right when you hit the ground, you'll keep some of that momentum as well. Very interesting scav. Like, I'm not going to fight a blue here. Unless it's on the bottom of this room. Because there's no good spot to fight the blue here. Where you can consistently hit them. You only throw horizontally. If you don't want to be in a vertical section when you're fighting a lot of things. That kind of stuff. Small amounts of terrain can be quite a problem as well. Okay, nice. These guys are blocking everything again, though. This is why this saving in this shelter to the left can be quite the problem if you're a hunter and are not friends with scavengers. Because of this right here. You're not leaving without a fight. In some cases, like right now, you're just not leaving. Trying to push them off. There we go. I think me being here is messing them up too. Sometimes you need to walk away so they come out. Okay. Alright, okay. Alright. Why'd I do that? I can't believe you right now. Okay. Thank you, I guess. Like, I can't fight the purples here at all in that room. That's not something you do. Alright, let's try what you said, Isobron. That was unfortunate. I probably could have just stabbed that guy, though. I didn't expect him to come so far out. I don't think he actually saw me. Nice. Cloud jump works well there. It can be scary, but you're no risk there of dying. Even if you fall down, because the pit's wide enough to get out. Least favorite region? I guess it depends. Sky Island's just pretty bad. The wall is pretty bad in some respects. Only when you're going up it, really, which is what I've done a lot. Drainage is bad just because of how it's set up. It really, really wants you to not go to sub, essentially. And really wants you to not leave sub at the same time. And so it makes this really bad situation where it's just not good. And it brings down the rest of the region, because the rest of the region's actually pretty okay. Other than the highway at the bottom that they felt really needed to be there. And the fact that they made it so hard to get to and out of sub. For casual players. That really you're playing it for the first time. Because there's so much you don't understand. Everything's really nice. For one way or another. In concept. Or otherwise. I have to say I like Industrial the most. Because to me, how it plays is the purest of how I feel Rain World should play. Other than the under area with the centipedes, but even that's kind of okay. People don't like Shoreline, but I'm okay with it. Because it's just a different play style. I do have to say, though, why did I go through the gate? I wasn't thinking about that. Whatever. We're going this way now. I was just thinking about entering the gate, not really thinking about sleeping. That's really bad we actually went through the gate. But Sky Islands has the most glaring problems. To me. Yeah, that's right. Maybe I should just die. I don't know. Because then we get to do Chimney again. It's not so much... Me just going here messes up so much. Even though we can salvage it from this. But it kind of messes up everything else. Lodge. There is no logic, only Sky Islands. I'm passaging to the chimney shelter that I should be at. I sure took the pearl out of my stomach, though. This doesn't really matter. It did split when we went in this shelter. So we technically haven't been in it yet. I don't understand why you guys hate it so much. I know you can't kill anything for hunter stuff, but still. Okay, just don't grab it, I guess. Vulture landed over there. do that right at all. I'm not thinking at all right now. I'm just kind of going places. Didn't want to grab that, but it grabbed it. Unlike last time. I find it weird why it doesn't get the turn. The line just has a lot of bad stuff in it? Like what? I guess I get what you kind of mean, but for any run that we do, we don't deal with any of it. Making a lot of those rooms not even a problem. And the gigantic room of Leviathan is just a natural feature of it. So I don't really have a problem. Terrible at terrible spawns, terrible regions. I think drainage would be better if they took away the highway at the bottom and stopped trying to make sub so hard to get out of and into, as I had said earlier. Because it's... once you start dealing with some of those cramped, tight rooms, it actually it can be okay. I don't know. I like the cramped okay areas. Anything that's just straight water or just hard to do anything with, it is not good. And it exists to be a new player trap, and I don't even know if the developers intended that. But it's just this... it could have been such a nice region, despite being a water level. It was so close. I don't understand why they would need to make it so hard to get the sub. Like, I know that they want them to go to the garbage wastes, but let's be honest. If the new player went to drainage to begin with, they're not paying attention to the game design at all. They're going to do whatever they want to do, and they're going to go straight to sub because they don't want to do anything other than go down that first pipe that they decided they would go down. I don't know why I threw that there. That was a bad idea. Forgot you can just jump that. I don't know what it is. It just... the game says go around and explore, and yet people have... a lot of people have a very linear mindset when they're doing things. There's a guy above me. No, what? Where is he? Below me? I just have no brain. It's like... I would think people would follow Oogie. No. You clearly have not watched people play this video game before. On a casual playthrough. People... some people immediately disregard Iggy. Instantly. And some people actually pay attention, and it's like, oh, alright. And they get a pretty good I think it was Co-Star streamed this game. They went to drainage, and they really still listened to Iggy and got straight to the garbage waste, and they really, really liked the game. I still remember one specific thing, though, and it still sticks with me every time I think of casual players playing this game. And that is when the 1.7 version came out. Basically, the game came out on Switch, and then eventually on PlayStation. But when it came out on Switch, it was a bunch of sponsored streams, because for some reason Adult Swim felt like, let's super promote Rain World right now. The only sponsored stream that stayed, and I'm not even sure if it was a sponsored stream, was CoStar. Everyone else didn't play the game after. Oh. I don't know. Okay. But there was one stream in particular. Nice. There was one stream in particular where the guy was so unwilling to teach himself. I didn't eat food. Berries earlier. He was so unwilling to test and teach himself and just wanted to be told more or less what to do. It's what I got from it, but I do understand why, just like, why can't I be told basic things? You know the room... You probably know the room in Industrial that's above the shelter on the left side. And it very clearly looks like it connects to the room below it. And it has all the bat flies in it. Very clearly looks like connects to the room below it. So they jump off the edge and die instantly and get super mad that it's not actually connected. And it's like, I don't know. I mean, I did the same thing when I first played, because I just wanted to know what was down there. I just don't get it. And then they're like, I don't understand these karma symbol things. I don't know why that needs to matter. Everyone in the chat agreed with them. Not that anyone would disagree in a situation like that. The shelter in Skylands, like the farm, is a trap 100%. I've never really dealt with that. I've never really, like, in what way is that a problem, would you say? I see what you mean. Like, say you're unable to get in the farm-a-raise and you sleep there. It's very hard to get food. It's very hard. I remember watching a hunter run by JB Nex, and he was there, and he barely made it out in the farm-a-raise. Generally, you don't sleep there if you know what you're doing, though. That's kind of the problem, isn't it? Like, that shelter doesn't need to exist. It's still nice that it does, though. I feel like there needs to be more... There needs to be a shelter on both sides of the Chimney Skylands gate, in my opinion. Although maybe that's the same problem of having a shelter next to farm-a-raise, like we just said, because there's no food remotely nearby. There are 2 popcorn within 3 rooms. Please understand that new players don't know what popcorn is, and I wouldn't consider popcorn to be food when we're considering new players. I didn't know you could eat centipedes, ever. I didn't know water chestnuts were a thing. I don't think I knew popcorn existed either my entire first playthrough. So those 3 things you should not consider to be food at all, in my opinion. Also, it split again, even though it shouldn't, because we hit the echo. One of the traps that shouldn't be a trap, but it is the... To me, it was the hardest location. So annoyed at not being able to eat lizards. And you watched the game before you played it, from what it sounded like. One of the biggest problems that I had in the game was sleeping on the right side of Subterranean. I didn't know you could eat water chestnuts. I didn't know you could eat centipedes. And no one seemed to share my sentiment. I mean, like, it's a very hard position. But then on top of that, there was so little food that I knew that you could eat. And you need 2 karma, I believe, to go back into Shoreline. Except inside Shoreline, there's also basically nothing immediately. I remember talking to the easy mode mod pack guy for a little bit. I'm like, yeah, the right side of sub is bad. And they're like, I have no idea what you're talking about. Only location I really had a problem with. Try to eat literally everything. I have to say, I never tried to eat another body after I couldn't eat like a lizard or something. I think I just kind of assumed you couldn't eat anything other than berries and bat flies. I think I learned the water chestnuts eventually. I don't actually remember. Also, these splits are super wrong. Need to press it one more time. So yeah, the major problem with the auto splitter, you die or you hit an echo, it counts as if you never went to that room ever. Which is really, really why I want the auto splitter to work like it does in like Ori and the Blind Forest and stuff. Or instead of if thing happens ever split, it's this thing has to happen, it has to be the next thing that happens. Split. Also just the concept of the splitter itself externally changing it so what your character looks like. Also super cool to me. Because then we would be able to be other than white Slugcat. I think you would be able to do that. It sounded like it wasn't such a problem in Ori. I actually don't know if you can choose your color in Ori. I know you could turn on Rainbow Dash, though. Pretty sure you can choose the stock color, not anything crazy. Oh. think Riv Otter's counts see that we're already above 1,000 Rain World art pieces for Art Month. Which was their goal for all of this. It's crazy to think, because I've also seen the numbers of the Discord growing in members, and it's been exponentially increasing the entire time. Which is definitely noticeable. Now we just need more people to speed run. Come on, come to me. Yeah, we're going kind of slow, but we got too fast. Finally, a good game growing a bit. I suppose so. I question what like other Discords have been doing. I know when the official Ori and the Blind Forest and Ori the Will of the Wisp Discord opened, it did pretty good. It's still doing pretty good, in my opinion, from what I have seen. Although I wouldn't know that much. I know Wispy Paradox would know a lot more than me. They normally deal with stuff like that. Or they normally talk in that Discord. I still look in there every once in a while. It's also kind of funny. There's its own speedrun channel in that main Discord, but it doesn't make sense because the speedrun Discord itself existed for ages and is also run by a Moon Studios Q&A member, which makes me question why it's even there, but also I get it, so general people can post their stuff. Ori and the Blind Forest, Ori and the Will of the Wisps. Ori and the Blind Forest speedrun Discord. I've been in there. That was the first Discord I ever joined, and the only reason why I have Discord. Also, some weird stuff happens there. You recommend the newer Ori game? So the newer Ori game, in my opinion, from what I've gotten from everyone else as well, don't eat both of them. Is it a lot better of a casual game? A lot worse of a speed running game. If you were to speed run either of them, I would speed run the first game. If you want a game to just kind of exist in, second one's not bad. I felt like the combat was bland, not that great. I didn't care too much for it. And the speedrun had some problem. I didn't put the neuron in my stomach, did I? I wasn't thinking about that. Well, the run's kind of over anyway. So I guess we'll just go and pretend we did bring it. Not that over, but we did go into Sky Islands accidentally. But basically the way I put it is people will be playing the first game a lot longer than they will the second one. Why did I go left? I'm not thinking right now. The randomizer for the first one's also super good. I don't know how the second one is. I do know the first one's very, very good. They're also... So maybe it matters, maybe it doesn't. They're gonna have another all-skills speedrun tournament for Ori and the Blind Forest, is what I've heard. It doesn't matter how good you are. It might be interesting just to be part of that. Ori was the least Ori. That's because you want to kill everything. I just told Brones. Ori is pure movement. And Hollow Knight's pure battles, essentially, when you break it down. LeMayo, what? Yeah. I know a lot of people thought the first Ori was really bland, but if you want a good platformer, you're playing the first Ori. Let's put it that way. And if you want a good battler, you're not playing the second Ori. Let's put it that way. You're playing Hollow Knight. It's like Ori tried to be Hollow Knight, and it wasn't nearly as good. Despite being slightly more complex in some ways. I didn't like how they dealt with abilities at all. They just forced it so they're stuck to 3 buttons. But you choose which ones you use. But you have like 5 you want to use at any given time. Was the big problem with the second Ori, in my opinion. Oh, Okaroon. I said that right. Oh. This run is over. Because I didn't bring a neuron. Accidentally. But we still get to practice. Didn't really seem like you had to explore. Oh, you need to explore. You don't need to explore. You don't need to explore in any Metroidvania. But there most certainly is backtracking. Especially in the first one. It didn't really feel like it as much in the second one. Like, there's things to backtrack for, but... Got stuck once because I didn't realize I could pull a block. I'm not sure what happened there. But okay. Too much for your PC? Yeah, I can understand that. It was near the start. Like, immediately at the start? Like, get the first keystone? It should tell you that. And then all the blocks look the same. I guess it might have been in Ginzo Tree, which I guess can make sense. 15 minutes in, I would assume that's the first keystone. It might be the... Actually, you don't need to do that. Come on. Yeah, I'm not sure what you had problem with. There are things you don't need to do that are around there that I know of. Love Nuterra, I think. I'm probably not going to use this that often. I'm going to finish making the non-shiny version. And then we're probably going to use that instead of the shiny version. And then I'm going to make it a points reward to use this model instead of just using it all the time. But because I made it, I'm going to use it. But this model was specifically made for Razora. Because they were asking about it and I'm like, I can make that. Okay. Which is why I'm still going to say, if people want me to make an already existing 3D model and do a VTuber, I can do it. I'm not ready for from scratch yet. Also, I'm not murdering mouse, and I don't know why. I'm not really thinking about anything right now. I just want to talk. Which is nice. Had an interesting experience in Outskirts. Not out in Industrial. Chimney. I don't know what I'm saying. And it was amazing, yes. Were we able to do it in a pipe, or was it in the flat open? If you did it in the open, that's even more crazy. Because generally, the best ways to kill a red is just having either a bunch of spears, or you get it in a position where only one head is pointed towards you in a pipe. And then you constantly just hit the one head over and over again. Drop down. Okay. A lineage from a Senowing in Sky Islands. Oh my. That's like the worst one that can spawn. It must have been crazy to kill that one then. I don't think there's really any pipes to kill it in either. I don't even know how it would act. I've never seen it before. I just know it exists. And I've seen it in a video once. It's happened to me as well before. Because it was right next to the room with the shot in the... Oh my god. It doesn't seem like it's that... Oh wait, no, that is kind of close, isn't it? And it's not immediately outside of the shelter. But... still bad. Only way to hard lock... Well, I guess it's not hard lock because you can load it back up if you really want to. Only way to really mess up your save is to get a red centipede. The 2D game with 3D assets. My game. Technically, there's only 2D assets in the first game, but it's all like renders of the 3D assets, which is a lot. The second game actually has 3D models, which I've ripped for. They're usually only used in the cinematics, though, from what I've seen. Another one spawn house of it, yeah. There's only a 30% chance for it to respawn, too. And then, even if it respawns, it might lineage in the next thing, which I'm not even sure if there's something to lineage after. Oh, because of trash. Well, it depends on which slugcat you actually were. If you were a hunter, it would be 50% chance to respawn. If you're a survivor, it's 30. Yeah. I don't know if it's different for monk. I don't really know why that's that different, but I do at the same time. You have a passage time to escape. And you can probably still make it out of there if you go to Chimney. I guess it's in the way. You can probably go to Farm Rays. You go out the back way, down below you. That guy can move fast. If he really wants to. The good thing is it's right where those squids are. So it's probably going to kill all the squids first. Which is as weak as Monk. Wow. What is the nymph, anyway? I don't really know any of the modded stuff. The ambience of this bridge. I love the fact that so many people have died on that bridge, despite the fact that it is quite simple geometry-wise. Which is why the shaded bridge always will claim another. It's purple and fast, but weak. Okay. Hold Z after jumping, you glide. I'm concerned about what that means. I don't know what Z is either, because I'm playing on a controller. I have died on this bridge like 50 times. It's simple geometry, but everyone's going to die to it. It's jump. Okay. You just hold jump. That's kind of nice. I question how useful that actually is. It might not be useful at all. Because if it's just a glide, it's like a slow fall. Which, I guess in situations it can be nice. You know, other than the fact that I went underneath there, those pole hops were really nice. How about with Sky's background? I can imagine. You could probably actually do them pretty tamely. And not have to worry about stuff. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I like as much as the Rain World. I really hope Silk Song's pretty good. Seems like they're taking their time with it. Prey feels bad, man. I don't know how I feel about Prey. Moon Crash was a lot for me. I don't know. I feel like I would like Moon Crash if I played it by myself, but I want to play things on stream now. And falling down an elevator shaft, breaking your legs, and then constantly hearing the sounds of your legs being broken does not make for very interesting streaming watching. Oh, he was closer than I thought. Oh, he's still going for it, except we made it by him. Playing as a tall character for once. I wonder how much it's really going to be different. I hope we can maybe see a larger area around us than like the first game did. So like rooms are just bigger overall. I'm surprised it didn't bite. It might have killed us if it bite. But it also didn't fully reset either. Only need one more food. Yes. Ooh. Worked out though. Wow, once again, the splits are super off. In the opposite direction this time though. Which is also very weird. I didn't expect that. I'm really trying to get this auto splitter to work, but I don't think it's going to for 100%. Or if you hear randomized music. I don't know what you meant. I'm surprised I didn't make that. I don't know what you mean by that. Also, I don't know how good randomizer is. Everything I've seen of randomizer is not very good. But by splits, I mean the timer here. Oh, the screen splits. Okay. I mean, yeah, you're right about that. Call it screen transitions. And we're gonna pretend we have the neuron even though we don't, because it's practice. But I'm talking about the splits. Every time I go through a room, it'll split, which is why you see the room name update as it goes on. Pretend we have the neuron. I still have the pearl, don't I? Yeah. That also was a big. Oh, I thought it'll split when you go back in here. Okay, good. It's not supposed to, but that does. Randomizer can be amazing or awful. That's kind of the problem. Where it can basically be impossible from what I've known, from what I've seen. I also didn't eat anything. I guess doesn't matter. Can we passage while starving? I don't actually know. I want to figure that out. Only encountered like 2 red sennies in a row. Well, I'm saying it. I just don't know how I feel about it. Because it could just be unplayable. not passive. Realized recently that BioShock is lame. Also, if I die after a starve like this, will I actually get taller? I don't know. I mean, BioShock is still really nice. Moon watching this happen. I'm sure it's fine. No. Why is it over there? I don't understand. What are you doing? Teleporting the chimney, Moon, you wouldn't understand. If you jump with it, it goes even higher. I'm dead. Didn't die. We're lucky. Oh. Voltorb. Why did he actually go away? I don't understand why. The scavenger. Never mind. Bomb him. Yeah. Stab him. Rock him. Oh. Goodbye. I think he actually hit me. I just went so far behind him, it broke it. No. Grab him. Yes. I need a bat flyer. Up. Gotcha. Oh no. He comes. There's always a camel Liz waiting to ambush me. Yes. This place right here is really bad. This is the worst screen in the game. For so many reasons, culminated to this horrible room where you can't see where you are. It's like they expected us to have the grapple bug, but didn't provide us with the grapple bug. Pretty one-way region. You're not coming far. I wouldn't really say that. It's just hard to cross at all. I suppose it's easier from Farmer A's, kinda. I don't really know about that. I think it's still just all really bad. Coming from wall, no grapple. So a grapple can actually be there right where you need it, but it likes to move to an area you can't get to. Which I don't know if they meant that to happen. I don't know why it's making me watch Getting Hunter. I guess you start. Do you have to go across that room with the shelter in it down there? Actually, I don't. Kind of weird. There's a shelter there. Once you get across that, going left or right, there will be a grapple there immediately. Except sometimes he's on the other side of the room because they somehow have that functionality. I think there's less of them for Survivor for some reason as well. Because it was like an afterthought and only added for Monk and Hunter. Because I didn't want to corrupt everyone's Survivor save by adding the new things. Ever access the shelter because my parkour is garbage? It's better just to slide down the wall to it than anything. Oh, I really thought that was going to work. Now we gotta kill an orange lizard. Why I never do the leg? It's not cool. Just don't go to leg at all, because it's a waste of everyone's time. There's no reason to go to it in any speedrun. The only one that goes to it is intended %, because it would be considered an intended route by the developers as a first-time playthrough, and we force you to go through it. All unlocks. Yeah, I guess. Ah! Why he fast? The troop aim for out is Hunter any %? Yeah, because you're trying to force the situation in every moment. The intended way, shaking my head as some... Why you do? Did it was awful. I mean, you got it. Hunter no kills. That requires you to not do the any % round, I would guess. I feel like it wouldn't be that bad for me, at least, but I understand why that's not easy for you guys. Because if you save immediately in Farmer A's, you can make it to enough echoes from there. You don't need to save ever again if you really wanted to. You probably just save next to the sub echo. I still have this. The intended route is painful. I wouldn't really say that. There's some nice parts of Intended Percent. It's still very, actually, never mind. A lot of it's really bad. You have to go through, so the new route for Intended Percent is going through Unfortunate Development. Because it is faster. Which I find hilarious. I forgot the puffs. Ah! Okay. Eating what scabs and Sennies killed. Okay. I'm still going to say the strat of either just saving in Sky Islands once, getting the chimney Sky Islands at Echo, then going back to Farm Arrays, saving in Farm Arrays, getting the Farm Arrays Echo, saving next to Sub, and then getting the Sub Echo, and then ending would be pretty fine, actually. Because you have a popcorn for 2 of those 3 sleeps that I just talked about. I've never really done a lot of the... I've never purposely done any of the Discord achievements. Just not something I have wanted to put time into. Part of the popcorn. Okay. That probably was your big problem. Very interesting antlers. He couldn't bend down more because of how it's angled. Unfortunate development to life 150 hours. I guess that makes sense. A lot of people see it and are like, let's just do this. I went around through recursive after basically finishing Unfortunate Development the first time, and then came around. There's really 3 ways through Pebbles, as far as anyone cares. There's all the other small ways you can kind of just mix and match, because everything kind of intertwines, because everyone has to end up at the same place to get the pebbles himself. But there's to the right, which is unfortunate, to the left, which is recursive transport delays, all the Sparkies, and then there's through the middle, which is like a back way, I'd like to say, which has you go by 2 daddy long legs, but honestly isn't that bad. And if you wait until it rains, there is no threat. You can't die. Because if you wait till it rains, everything hides, but there is no rain because you're in Pebbles. Something about there being tarps still existing is so weird to me. But I really like the aesthetic, regardless. That was a good amount of stabs. When you ride reindeer, so nice. The track that plays when you stab reindeer, also nice. Ugh. The track that plays when you go beyond physics and make your own world, also nice. I have to learn how to do that bit. So effectively, all you need to do to be able to do what I just did... Ooh, it's gonna rain. This is bad. Come back here! No! Oh. Wind chimes is very, very good for Bioengineering, I also really, really like. We used to hear it in the old 100% route, but we no longer go that way. We used to get outskirts Wanderer Pip when we passage back into industrial, which is why we had industrial. We needed a third one, that's fine. Glitch does not work on the console. It might work on PlayStation. It does not on Switch, because it crashes the Switch. But effectively, all you need to do to make it work is it works in that you and the deer are linked. One of you is not going to be able to move when you do it. The way to make it so you're the one that moves is you have to be second into the room to the deer. You need to make sure that happens, or else you have to wait till the glitch dissipates. Effectively what happens is you put in a puffball in your stomach next to a deer. The deer will move rapidly downwards for some reason. And if the deer is near the ground, it lags the game until it can fully calculate everything. If that makes sense. And so you have about like 2 minutes to just walk through everything. Every single time you pause, I do not have the hand stuff set up. I'm sorry. All right. Behold, watermelon consumed. Mmm. Really long. The glitch, yeah, it still works. The console log will flood with errors, and it lags everything. But you take the puffball out, it ends the glitch, because that is no longer happening. If you do not go through a pipe, because then you have to wait till the glitch ends before you can exist again. Yeah, that's about it. Basically, just nothing updates correctly, so the grass might as well not be there. You can pause to see yourself and where you are. You can make it work between rooms as well, because all that really matters is that the deer is focusing on the puff. It doesn't need to be in the same room. Which is super weird. But I guess it makes sense. Surprised it didn't happen that many times. That's super weird thing. I saw that happen. It's exactly what I just said. The deer was still really close to the pipe you just went through. Because the deer is still focusing on it from another room. Alright, let's do one more time. We had one more food pip. I'd probably go down and try to get friend now. I don't know how much it would matter to be able to do it in another room, because I don't think it works nearly as well. It doesn't last nearly as long, but I might be wrong about that. I wonder, we never really tried the bees glitch with the deer glitch at the same time. I still think the bees glitch can break this game wide open in a way that we do not understand. We just haven't messed with it enough. Because it works with everything. The things that have worked already are insane with that glitch. You can be in a different room than is visually shown, which I think is crazy. It doesn't really do anything for us, but... Oh, we wouldn't have made it if I didn't have a spear. A little beast. He's scary. That about being tied to beehives? I mean, it's kind of cool. Regardless. I want to see if we actually get Scholar off of that, because technically we didn't moon because we starved and died. Beauty. It's like he's friends with me despite not having bitten the centipede. Oh, that's not good. Are we getting friend? I don't think we are. He never actually bit it. Although he was acting super tame in there. Like we're gonna figure out. I don't think we are. It would have forced us to watch this. We are not getting Scholar because we starved and quit when we met Moon. Interesting. I have to actually feed him. He's following me around like he's tamed. Just don't react to it and try to kill me. I mean, that's kind of normal. I find it weird he is tame, though. Like, he's acting like a tame lizard the whole time. We are getting friend. He didn't bite it the whole time. Cute as tame will. They're so horrific. The worst lizard to tame. Like, seriously tame. Is a teal lizard. Very annoying. Peace period when they're in your den, yes, but they wouldn't follow you with their faces as this one has been. They would just exist. Does that make sense? They also, if I just went immediately into a starve, it would be aggro on me the last few frames, which he is not. This guy didn't bite it either. We should get it now, if it actually worked out, but I don't think we did, because it's not forcing us to watch it. I think we're slightly, yeah, we're slightly under. I don't really understand that. But that's something that happens. Normally it takes 3, but sometimes in weird situations it takes more. I guess it's one of those situations. then jump off to the nearest bottomless pit. It's not just that though. It's mostly that they're like broken in some ways, and despite being friends with you, they will be scared of you having a mask. There's enough code there for the first time you feed them and they come back, they're not scared of your mask, from what I've noticed. But then they just constantly, from then on, are afraid of you when you have a mask, which doesn't make sense to me. And also makes it really hard to be friends with them. Mostly because you mostly see them as Hunter. What is up there to the left? See that little orange dot? I kind of want to know what comes out of there. He wasn't a friend the whole time. It was a lie. He only tried to kill me at the end, which was very weird, because he's following me like he's my friend. Now he's stuck in there forever, like that happens sometimes. Also, the green does not exist. At all. For some reason. He comes. I tried to drop the centipede. I dropped the rock first. I know. Weird not to see the green. Also, centipedes, the baby ones. Very nice to carry large amounts of spears in. Because you can put infinite amount of spears in it with no problem and carry it around. Same with hazers and grubs. That's how I got a bunch of spears for the spear ladder to get out of depths. For killing the guardian. Grubs and haze. Actually, you eat this. Why are you up there, green? Bad. Didn't get up high enough. Nice. Where did this guy go? It's actually kind of weird to see them here. Oh look, we definitely got all of the passages. We're definitely not missing any at all. I don't know what you're talking about. What Wanderer one am I missing? That's Chimney, isn't it? Yeah. We technically never slept in Chimney. It pulled me down, it was very dark, yeah. Any squid cicadas and even the baby centipedes can do that to you too. Where it just instantly kills you. Very strange. It makes sense, but weird. Wish he turned around. Guess that's fine. I didn't even actually mean to do a slide. Just kind of happened. Was hooting by 5 pieces of Senny. So the really small Senny killed you? Interesting. Spacer just formed. Yeah, I don't know why. Anytime you put a dot and have things on either side of it, it just makes it a link. It's an aggressive team. Aren't all teams aggressive? Oh. Hello, Itch.Net browser. Oh. I think I said that right. Yes. Very real. And by no means fake. Also intending to make the non-shiny version. You can save as, oh, hello. Hello, this. That makes more sense now. But yeah, I normally use a Zoroark model, but someone commissioned me to make the shiny Zorua, so I'm going to use it too. For a little bit, just to make sure there's nothing too crazy wrong with it. Then I'm going to make myself the non-shiny version, which shouldn't be that hard, but I kind of have to remake it, and I'm trying to fix this one thing. Please be something here. Yep. Yeah, I'm probably, still definitely going to be using it in the future, but it's probably just going to be a channel points reward. The change between different models as I make them. We're going to keep the Zorua and the Zoroark one after I finish the model that I want to replace both of them, because having copyrighted characters probably isn't a good idea. Also because it's literally ripped from the game model, not made trash. Ever seen the Zoroark model when it popped in? Yes. The red Senny. Yes. I'm generally going to have a VTuber model running, or a 3D printer going up. Also, there's the channel points rewards to throw stuff at my face, or the feed one. If that makes sense. Your Survivor one's way better, you mean? Than the Monk one? Also, noises. What is it? Is another watermelon. Many watcher. Only time it's been the same thing twice. Saved 40 seconds in depths. What? That doesn't make sense. Why is it gotta put it in my left hand? Ah! I'm doing things. Okay, playing it with one hand. Okay, I think that was another watermelon. It went a little bit too fast. There is nothing else. There is no pizza or cookie. But yeah, if a model already exists, I can make a VTuber model of it. And I'm making commissions for whoever is interested. I'm going to keep saying that because I want to make things for people. Eventually from scratch models, but I need to make my own first. The run's already been ruined. You can't do that for me. Alright. Shiny gold land. The sword has an unwavering will. It should flinch the face. Stuff happens. Alright. We're done here. We don't need to see the ending. This doesn't give music. We need to cut off the evil music. There we go. Alright. Done for now. I thought about doing 3D modeling today, but I feel like I just need to stop and do some other. And just, well, sit down, because I have been working very hard on the modeling stuff for the past 5 days. So, yeah. I'm gonna see if I can find someone to host here. Exclamation point Discord has my Discord for people who are interested. It's not just my Discord, but it'll show when I and other people go live, and then mostly used for people to find games with each other. Let me check it. The Goon Squad. Yeah. I kind of want to raid this one person. I don't really know that much. I want to see what they're doing. First of all. Thank you for the follow, Meowstick. You gave me bits before you followed? What happened? How does this happen? Priorities. Okay. Money first. Following later. To the Zora, very cute. Alright, I think I'm gonna host this person. They're doing Spelunky 2. They normally do a lot of Spelunky 2, from what I understand. They're going to do this Pokemon run of something that I don't entirely understand. Later. So why not? Also, I've been playing Spelunky 2, and I want to figure it out. Yeah. where's the thing? You by no means need to stay around for it. I'll be streaming probably through this week randomly, just doing 3D modeling stuff, but definitely next Saturday we'll be doing more Rain Worlds. Get a haircut? Yes, how did you know? But yeah, Rip, set up a... If I can actually spell this person's name right. Set up a model for Ray Zorua who wanted a VTuber of Zorua. I said I could do it, so I did it. And so now I'm also using it because I can, and I can be able to switch between them. We'll figure it out. But yeah, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for the other 500 bits, Meowstick. Thank you. But yeah, I'm sending it over to Lightorius. They're doing Spelunky. They do a lot of Spelunky. And be interesting to see what they do. Because I've never really spoken to them at all. Yeah, alright. You don't need to stay if you don't want to. I'm going to press the raid now. Right now. Goodbye.